Hello, coming on here to talk about your absolute favorite Wearified product. We have the IRL Paris Filter Airbrush Powder Loose Powder over here. It comes with a puff inside, and this makes it super handy for you to go ahead and apply this on your skin. Now this is actually black. I have my sample over here, that's why it's white, yours is black. I am gonna go ahead and show you how to use this, because one of the questions we're getting is how to go ahead and use this if it's different from version 1.0. This is actually just as easy if you ask me. I'm going ahead and popping off some product here. You see how easily it comes out, but it's also not too much. We've opted for the same sample size of holes, which are kind of like small to medium holes. One drop like this is more than enough for about a half of your face or a full face, depending on how much you want to tap out. I'm going to do half my face with a brush. We have the 01 brush over here from the Wearified brush collection, and then I'll do the other half with the puff that comes inside the product. It's not very different. The puff is there so that just in case you want to do touch-ups on the go or anything like that, it's super handy. I personally prefer the brush application for my like setting it professionally feel kind of a vibe. And then, like I said, the puff is super simple to use as well. It's something you can use on the go. You can tap it in or you can apply it in a feathered stroke format. Both of them are absolutely okay. There is no right or wrong whatsoever. So sometimes you'll see me doing circular motions over here. There are times you might see me doing smaller strokes over here. When I go near my under eyes, I typically just push it in like, and you can immediately see the way it's mattified, the way it has blurred my skin. I've barely gone in, still have about half the product sitting right here. The motion of your hand does not matter, I promise you. It is just about making sure it comes in contact with the skin. Apply it in a technique that works for you and that you're comfortable with. Taking a wee bit more product because I want to go into the other half of my face, and once again, it's literally just that easy. One of the points of feedback we got from you from the first version, the pressed version, was that there was a certain amount of product wastage happening because of the kickback, because of the excess powder, and we wanted to make sure that when you're using a loose powder, I didn't want a component that would lead to wastage of product. So this really just keeps it in there. The puff, of course, goes a long way in keeping things in place, so make sure you put your puff back in place even if you're not using it, so that there's no movement per se. I've taken some of the product, and now I'm just, you can see I'm just using a feathered motion, and then I'm pressing it. You can dab it or you can stroke it, whichever way feels more organic and intuitive to you. And there you go, you can see what it's done to my makeup. When I started out, my face was a lot more dewy, also a little bit sweaty because I have been wearing my makeup for a little while. Versus what this has done for me is that instantly mattifies it. You can see the blur of the pores, and it's very, very, very easy to use. You can get your hands on the IRL Paris filter as is, or you can get the bundle with the brush along with it. If you have any more questions, leave them in the comments.